This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Lillian Mitchell joining us today, our sole proprietor and owner. She is the owner of Nurse Coach Chat. We're excited to have her here, based out of Winchester, Virginia. She's helping so many people all over with weight loss, with other issues that men, women, LGBTQ plus individuals are dealing with. And we're excited she joins us again here today on the show. How are you?
Hi, Jill. I'm doing well. Good to talk to you this morning.
Same here. I know you're in a little bit of a heat wave situation. Same in New York. I guess it's all the East Coast.
Yeah, seems like it. Yes.
Well, we're ecstatic that you're back. And for those new time listeners, just give us a little overview about what it is you do with Nurse Coach Chat. Thank you.
So, my target audience is women over 50 that want to lose weight. I also work with men and LGBTQ. So, these are adults that I work with. And it's usually weight loss. That's the most popular issue that people want help with.
Beautiful.
So some of the things that we talked about, Jill, I do want to recap, like we talked about the 90-day program,
Yes.
talked about clean water and how important that is. And just for the record, tap water is not really clean water. You want to be able to take those impurities out, to be able to drink it, to be able to cook with it. The other thing we talked about was movement or exercise.
Yep.
And whatever movement you really enjoy doing, that's what I'm happy for you to do 3-4 times a week. If you work at a desk all day, I recommend that you get up every 45 minutes, walk for 15 minutes, sit back down and just do that the whole time you're sitting instead of waiting till the end of the day or walking early in the morning. It's good to walk early in the morning anyway, but it's not going to cancel you sitting for a good 8 hours.
Got it.
Not good for your circulation, not good for your body.
Nope, not at all, is it? My goodness. So there's so much that you're going to go over with us. I just want to also point out you are an RN as well. People might say, what type of nurse are you? You work in doing hospice 2 days a week now as well. And this amazing 90-day program I know we spoke about. We're going to reiterate a little bit about that and then get back into the water talk. I know a little recap on that. So I'll let you continue. Go ahead.
Okay. So some other things that we talked about the water is you want to get the best water purifying system that you have, even if it's Brita, the Brita pitcher or the pure pitcher, whatever it is that you have, you want to maintain it according to the manufacturer instructions. You want to keep it clean, and you want to use that for drinking and for cooking.
Yeah.
You also want to put that water in either glass containers or stainless steel containers or copper containers. You don't want to put it in plastic because plastic will leach plastics into your water. So I understand there have been some tests done, and we all have plastic in us. Even our babies are born with plastic in them.
Oh, my goodness.
In the ocean we have seen it in in fish and other little creatures out of the ocean. So we're trying to back away from that level of pollution.
Well, you also mentioned distilled water, right? Did you want to tell a little bit about that?
Yes, I will. So distilled water is great if you are making your own lotions and creams and that sort of thing. It's also what you have to use if you use like a CPAP, BiPAP machine that requires distilled water. Oxygen concentrators
Yep.
require distilled water. There's several gadgets that require that. I don't recommend that for drinking because there's nothing in it. There's no minerals in it. And it's not going to taste good. Of course, tap water doesn't taste good for some people. Well, distilled water doesn't taste good to me. It just tastes pretty dead. I do have friends that are big into hydrogen water,
Ooh, I never heard of hydrogen water. What's that specifically?
Yes, so
Right.
my friend has a machine, a big $6,000 machine that actually puts hydrogen back into the drinking water.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's pretty pricey, and then the jury is still out as to whether that is better for us or not. Some
Interesting.
say that there are
Wow.
different qualities
Okay.
of hydrogen water, and some of them are not worth it. So I have not gone down that road, but my friend, bless his heart, he has tried several times to get me to buy one of those machines, and I'm just not sure I need it, you know. So I have the Aqua True, which Dr. Mark Hyman recommended. I want to say it's been at least 10 years. It seems like a long, long time ago. But he's a functional medicine doctor, which they look at the root of the health problem instead of just throwing pills at you to help you with your symptoms. So anyway, this water purifier has a pre-carbon chamber, a post-carbon chamber, and it has a reverse osmosis in the middle.
Wow.
So those three filters, they have to be changed at different times, and that's what I've been using. That's what I do, and to me, the water tastes good that
Amazing.
way. And there's other good quality ones. I have another friend that sells the Electrolux. Electrolux also, they make vacuum cleaners. They also have this water purifier. I have tasted that water. That water does taste good to me also. So there you have it. And then, of course, Jill, if you're one of the many people that doesn't like the taste of water, there are things we can do other than adding chemicals. I don't
Okay.
recommend adding chemicals or sweeteners or dyes. You can use organic cucumber, wash it, slice it up, put it in there. You can use organic lemon, slice it up, put it in there. You can put berries in there, but you want to keep it cold. If you're going to put fruits or whatever, vegetables, whatever you're going to put in there, then you're going to have to keep it cold because you don't want it to start growing mold. Have to keep it cold and clean. So there's that. And then as far as how much water, Jill, as I mentioned before, I don't like doing the math.
I know.
Calculate
I know.
how many ounces of water per pound of body weight. I mean, if you like your math and like formulas, you go ahead and do that. But what I tell people is drink 2 quarts of water by 2 p.m. So if you've got at least 2 quarts of purified water by 2 p.m., that's pretty good. You can always drink more. It's not going to hurt you to drink more.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, I know you say drink 2 quarts though by 2 p.m.
Yes,
and
right.
drink a lot in the morning, right?
That's right. Get most of it out of the way in the morning. So in the morning when I get up, I will drink five glasses. Before I've ever had breakfast, I've already had 5 glasses of water, filtered water. So it's just good to just get it out of the way. And now with the heat, you want to drink more. And then I want to add this, Jill, that I learned in nursing school, which I never forgot. So by the time you feel thirsty, your body has been doing without water for a long time. It's like a final alarm. And then there are some people that don't even feel thirst ever, you know?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is don't wait to feel thirsty to drink your water,
Yeah.
because really your body says it's too late now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing without for so long.
Yeah.
So it's not good to do without water. It's very important to life. So you got to have oxygen. That's the most important thing to life. Clean oxygen. And after that, it's water. And then after that is food. So
Mm.
that means you die sooner without oxygen. And
Oh,
then without water, you know, you can go a little longer. And then without food, people have gone quite a long time on these food starvation things that people do, to call attention to an issue. Different people have done that around the world, but
oh.
it's pretty scary.
Yeah. And speaking of scary, don't just sit there and drink a gallon of water. You said you had a friend that did the
Oh,
same,
that's
right?
right.
Drank like a gallon and almost died afterwards. I mean,
Yeah, that's right. This friend of mine in Georgia, he wanted to shake off a cold that he got. And so he thought if he drank a gallon of water, he could like wash it away. He was so sick, he thought he was going to die. That's way too much. Too much. You could probably drink like 6 glasses at a time pretty easily, but I certainly would not try more than that at once.
got it. Got it. Oof, dangerous stuff. Well, let's talk. We're talking about the water and some of the basic activities you mentioned that we could do that's going to help our health, right? But you
Yes,
talk about movement. Do you want to dive into more of the movement and exercise aspect of
yes,
the
yes.
90-day program? Okay.
Yes, yes, let's go into that. So, yeah, in the 90-day program, what I'm teaching is lifestyle change. So, I start with these things that we don't learn in school. We didn't learn that in public school.
Mm-hmm.
So, movement, our culture is more and more geared to doing very little. We've got gadgets to do different things for us. And I mentioned to you, Jill, that there are some indigenous cultures in Africa, some of the people in the blue zones that live for such a long time, they average walking 15 miles a day. Now, to me, 15 miles a day seems like a long, long time to get that in, but it's incorporated into how they live. They have to walk long distances to get things that they need for their survival. So it helps to maintain their health. So I have to tell you this weekend, it was Saturday. A friend of mine invited me to some kind of event. And I met this woman that was 102 years old. She was walking with a cane. She was clear mentally. She liked to tease people, and people would tease her. I sat right next to her to eat because I wanted to know her secret. I asked her, what do you think is the secret to longevity? And the first thing she said was, treat other people the way you want to be treated.
Simple as that, right?
Very, very simple. And and then she said to me that she walked 3 miles to go to public school, and she walked 3 miles back. that's quite a bit of walking. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So I asked her if she moved in with her daughter, her daughter was an adult sitting right next to her. And the daughter says, no, I moved in with her so that she can stay in place. So for cognition, I have to tell you that elderly people are better off to stay where they are. They're better off staying home because they remember their surroundings and it kind of helps their cognition. I know this is not on the list for us to talk about, but cognition and community is something else that we will be discussing and how it relates to our health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So movement, there's a lot of things that we can do that help us maintain our health, and that is cleaning our own house, doing our vacuuming, our mopping, our dusting, our own laundry. That is very, very helpful. Gardening. A lot of people work really hard outdoors, of course, when it's cool, like first thing in the morning or late in the evening, and that helps to maintain their health. Also, oh yeah, trimming hedges.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
have,
that's a good one. I used to mow my lawn last summer. That was good too.
oh yeah, and I've met several women that love to mow the lawn. That's not me, but I've met many women that really enjoy doing that. So if that's something you enjoy, go for it. So yeah, the walking, and then of course lifting weights. That's actually important to our muscles and also to cognition and to our brain. You'll notice good results with that.
Got it. Well, let me ask. I mean, even like I went to the supermarket yesterday, went to Costco. I pushed around a wagon carrying water, litter. I was sweating. I'm like, this is like a workout, as you mentioned, full of
Exactly.
and activities.
Exactly.
I'm planning for like my son's communion, so I'm stacking up water bottles, Pepsis, cat litter. It was like so much.
Yes. Yes. And those cat litter boxes are heavy. I know about that.
Uh-huh.
We have 2 cats and 4 dogs. So, yeah, we know about this.
I know, right?
So, yes, you can definitely count housework and shopping and moving heavy boxes. You can count all of that as exercise and lifting weights because you're using what you have. Also, I know an individual that she intentionally sets up her kitchen so that she has to reach farther for things so that she's actually getting her stretching while she's. So yeah, lots of way to do that. Just like some individuals will park their car further from the store so they can get more walking. There are individuals that will use the stairwell and won't use the elevator for that reason. You know, you can really be creative when it
Beautiful.
comes to moving your body.
Thank you. And did you want to kind of dive into a little bit about, nutrition itself and what that is?
Yes. Yes, I do. So, nutrition, I'm going to put it in my own words, of course. So, if you ask yourself, what is nutrition? And it is the process of taking in, digesting, and assimilating nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you start with the end product in mind, which is nutrients to the cells. If you start with with that, then you got to think, okay, does what I am eating have nutrients in it? Well, if it's fast food and junk food, I'll tell you right now, it'll have calories. You will be able to gain weight, but it doesn't have the nutrients. So basically, in our society here in the US, we are starved for nutrients.
Yeah.
We can easily gain the weight, but we
Yeah.
aren't getting the nutrition.
Right.
So that means the soil would have to have the nutrition. So the soil has to be maintained so that the nutrients are in the soil. And once you have nutrients in the soil, nutrients will be in your plants. And you don't want to use pesticides and herbicides and larvicides, because all those sides, that means it kills something. That's what the sides mean. It kills something. So if it kills something, it's not going to be safe for human or animal consumption. Does
Yeah.
that make sense at all?
No, it does not, does it? So
So,
sad.
so I mentioned before that, well, I don't know if I mentioned it to you on this show, but I did mention to you what my college roommate, Claudia Kuchbach, said to me. She said, Lily, the things you put in your food here in America are illegal in Germany. And I
Yes,
said,
we talked about this. I was shocked.
yes. I looked at her like she had four eyes on her head. But I started researching and I learned she was absolutely right. Because at that time, I didn't know, you know, I didn't know that a lot of the stuff that's allowed in our food is okay here, but illegal in Canada, illegal in Europe. So that was an eye opener for me. Um, One of the things that I recommend to individuals once they are once they're eating, well, I know some people that grow their own food. They'll grow their own vegetables, which is great,
Mm-hmm.
but not everyone is able to grow their own vegetables, especially a place like where you're at in New York. Not everybody has a garden there. Some people can have a roof garden. I have seen some individuals actually growing food in the median on the highway. And they were actually permitted to do that by law because they didn't have any other place to grow food. So
Wow.
anyway, going back to the plant, your plant has to have clean air, pure water, direct sunshine. And that is helpful for the plants to have the nutrients accessible for us when we eat the plant. So by plant, I mean trees, grains, vegetables, everything that grows out of the ground.
Yes.
So I want to say something about the food pyramid because I recommend that people follow the original Mediterranean food pyramid. In school, I learned about the food pyramid here, and I noticed that the food pyramid here has 6 to 11 servings of bread and pasta and flour products, other flour products per day.
Yeah.
And so after I went through my nutrition program, I thought, oh my God, that's a recipe to obtain diabetes. You know, that's way too much. So if you think, Jill, if you think of a plate and you're prioritizing your protein,
Yeah.
then half your plate is protein. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's good quality, your lean, pasture raised beef, that sort of thing, chicken, high quality chicken, wild caught fish, that sort of thing. So half your plate is protein. And then a quarter of your plate is your starchy vegetables, like your potatoes, or, if you have good quality rice, that sort of thing. If you have good quality bread, there are flours that are not genetically modified. They're all in Europe.
Okay. Yeah.
But it is possible to obtain them. And then the other quarter of your plate then is your green vegetables, asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, whatever other vegetables you like. And I want to remind you that corn is a grain. It's not a vegetable. A lot of people think it's a vegetable. Some of us do have trouble with corn because it's also genetically modified. So, another thing is soy is also, most of the soy in the US is genetically modified.
Whoa.
So the genetic modifications causes illness and problems in the human organism because we weren't designed to take in food that's been tampered with. Basically, that's how you can look at it. It's been tampered with. The same thing I learned in school, in nursing school, about margarine. Margarine, your body doesn't know what to do with margarine. It's better if you have real butter.
Really?
Real butter from a cow, and have real eggs. The yolk, the cholesterol in eggs, your body needs to create hormones. So it's not the enemy. A lot of people that live in these blue zones, they have eggs, and they eat meat and fat from the meat. They don't have the problems we have here because fat really is not the enemy. It's the processing that is the enemy, the processing of the food.
Wow. It is. My goodness. Well, we still got 2 more minutes left in the show. What
Right.
else did you want to share for today?
All righty. Oh, yes. So I may have mentioned this before. I learned this in nursing school. Every cell in your body, everything you take into your body, whether by mouth or whether it's an injection, affects every cell in your body. So the cells in your body are like the smallest units. And when we eat, we're feeding those little cells in our body. And they have different functions. I consider them as like little factories
Mm-hmm.
that they have to take in nutrients. They have to take the waste out. They produce energy. So in order for the cell to have the energy and the nutrients and for it to put out waste, we need to be able to be moving, eating well, drinking plenty of water, spending time in the sunshine, that sort of thing. All the basic stuff that humans had when we were in caves, when we were hunter-gatherers,
Yeah.
you know, it's that same sort of thing.
It's so true. Well, thank you so much. And to close out for today, how did you want to kind of leave off?
Well, I really love this this poem. I don't know if it's really a poem, but anyway, I don't know who said it, but listening to your heart. Finding out who you are is not simple. It takes time for the chatter to quiet down. In the silence of not doing, we begin to know what we feel. If we listen and hear what is being offered, then anything in life can be our guide.
Yeah.
Listen. So
Beautiful.
I can be reached, Lilly, at nursecoachchat.com. My number is 423-653-0076.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Have a fantastic morning. Stay cool, and we'll talk soon, okay? Thanks so much, Lily. Bye-bye, sweetheart. Thank you.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.